The time is now.
Set up for maximum confrontation and super opinionated debates. The NUFC Late Night Show with Chris the American Man, Derek the Median, Rory Caviani, and the rest of the panel, Monday through Thursday from 9:30 p.m. UK and UFC Talk Radio, the voice of the Toon Army.
Hey.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to NUFC Talk, the late night show here with me, the Mighty Win, and Roy should be coming at any moment given time. Welcome, one and all. Thank you to the ones who joined in for the early night show. That was a good show. Over there with Gary, Win as well, and Boki, who's doing a great job of reminding folks that we are here again, back to back. We never stop, live 24/7 on NUFC Talk, bringing you the latest trending stories of Newcastle United. Wayne, how you doing, mate? Since we saw you on the Undisputed show, you doing well?
Doing good. Nice sunny day.
What's changed? Nothing. The sun it's doing proper. You know, the day is good.
It's odd. Everything's hunky dory.
Everything is hunky dory, man.
No doubt that'll change within the next 2 hours, but
hour and a half. We're going to 11 p.m., folks. We are live. Send in your super chats. Help us reach our goal of 10 super chats tonight. I think it should be plenty enough. Help us out. Help the channel grow. Help the channel maintain itself. And hey, listen, if you can, if you can't, then obviously just help us out by giving us a like. But if you can, if it's in your heart,
smash the like, smash the bell.
Yeah,
comment,
share. Let's certainly do that. But if it's in your heart and you can super chat, please do so, and it helps us out a long way. And listen, Shy Baron's getting out, man. Shy Baron's getting out. So we got to go out there and ask it. But anyways, welcome everyone out there. And we're going to be doing this, by the way, every day. So don't think because the early night show ends, then that's it. Immediately come here to the late night show with me, Win, and Roy, guaranteed.
Assuming there's no match on, of course.
Well, yeah, match days change everything. We're like those Newcastle pubs on match. We depend on match days to stay alive, baby. So there you go. All right, so we got a lot of news to discuss. To be fair, Germany is beating Slovakia like a drum, and
top of the table clash. Title decider. Who goes to the World Cup? 6-0, for God's sake.
6-0. Nick Wolte, of course, again on the score sheet, proving that he is not the problem, like some would make you believe. Proving that all you got to do is feed him the ball. Proving that is the system that's the problem at Newcastle United, not him. Proving that the wingers are not doing their job. Proving that the midfielders are not doing their job. So that's where the focus need to be, not Wolte. We don't need to find a replacement for him. We are good enough. We will be good enough with him on up front. Is a 9. So there you go. You got any objections? Actually, I don't think you do. I think that you've turned things around. It's sad that you don't admit it, but you before were saying that he was the problem and we should buy a proper.
I've never said he was a problem.
But you said we need to get a proper center forward instead of Wolte. That's pretty much.
Yeah, he'll be better when we've got a proper center forward.
He is the proper center forward, and he is the scoring ball. But I think now, don't go back on your word. Now you're turning, and I agree with you now because listening to you come to the light. Wolte is not the problem, and you are.
I've never said Wolte is a problem. I've been Wolte before you'd even heard of him.
No, listen, and if you had known that he played like this, you wouldn't have called for him because you don't think he's a proper center forward. But don't go back on your word. Listen. You've done a great job. You've done a great job on the early night show, saying that the wingers are not doing their job and so on. So there you go. Now you're identifying that. So I appreciate that. I've
been saying that all season.
No. You have not been saying that. But it is what it is, man. Don't worry about it. Div not worry, man. We are in agreement. Don't try to disagree when we are in agreement. England, of course, just to remind you that they beat Albania with Dan Burn and Gordon wasn't there, of course, but he should be a part of the squad, regularly. So that's done and dusted. England qualified. When it comes to internationals and our players, Bruno G, friendlies, playing friendlies now. Qualifiers in South America are over, just like everybody else's at this point. And I think Africa's still going, maybe. Which we got a clip about Africa. It got heated, especially linked to one of our players from the DR Congo. We're going to get into a clip of that because that right there, ladies and gents, was something to see. Was something to see. But Bruno G, of course, doing the job over there for Brazil. Joe Linton didn't get a call up.
Played well, Bruno. Watch that game.
Sandro Tonali giving us an update. We're actually going to dwell a little bit on that.
look how Italy performed without him.
Yeah, but he got criticized, of course. Just letting you know, in some of the fans that thought long stuff was there for a reason, and he's doing his part, blah blah blah. Some would bring up a numpty stat and put him behind them, trying to justify Longstaff playing instead of Tonali. Well, Gennaro Gattuso got heavily criticized because he didn't play Tonali, and he's not out because of an injury. Actually, I haven't
said that.
Around.
He said he'd kept him out because he was already on a yellow card.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. And so, and the criticism was twice as much in Italy. Some saying that Italy cannot afford to keep Tonali out when they only scored one goal. I don't know if this is true, but I'm just repeating what they said. That they scored one goal after they won in the World Cup, one goal after they won it in 2006, which I think that's a tough stat. Like, it's a crazy stat to believe it's true, but if it's true, that would be insane. Mighty win, 2006.
They only scored one goal since they won the World Cup.
As far as World Cups, I guess you would say, as far as in the World Cups, and that was since 2006, back when Mighty Win was 80. So imagine now, what is it, 15 years later or something like that, when 15 plus 80, 95. That's Mighty Win's age, so somewhere around there. And Benjamin doesn't like it when I antagonize you, man. I read that, I saw that message. Benjamin Maven, he doesn't like when I antagonize you, man. Some people don't like the debates no more, So
I don't rise to the bait anymore.
But
Tony's coming in on trying to help you out. He said before Wynn said the home fans put pressure on the manager.
Yeah.
But Bruce felt the pressure during COVID with no home fans. So where did it come from? Well, because there was fans by the time he got the bullet. A lot of fans. A long period of his last bit of his tenure was to empty stadiums, but there was plenty of fans back by the time he got the bullet.
Thank you very much, Tony, for the super chat. And so yeah, that was as far as Italy and Gattuso criticized now because they can afford to keep Tonali out. Imagine
you look at
imagine what the Italian media would have done when Tonali wasn't playing. If Newcastle were in Italy instead of in England, boy, they would have dissected Eddie Howe live on television. But anyway, go on.
Just saying that England's qualification is one of the most successful World Cup qualifications of all time. Eight wins out of 8, not a single goal conceded.
Well, that's proper catenaccio, and that's what Buffon criticized.
22 goals scored.
That's what Buffon criticized that was going. Everybody tried to be tippy-tappy. That's not according to Italian roots, he said. You need to get back to catenaccio of old, and they certainly have done that by not allowing goals.
Catenaccio being?
Defensive football.
You
score one, you win 1-0 every game. You score once, and everybody sit back. Everybody hanging from the goal. That's the catenaccio style. You learn something every day, man. You see,
Indeed. Catenaccio. Is that with the CCIO on the end?
Something like that, yeah. But yeah, I'm teaching you something about football because I know you don't watch anything outside of Newcastle. But now you know, mate. Now you know. Now you know. Catenaccio, man, sitting at the back and wait. But listen, it's worked for Italy throughout their history. 4-time World Cup winners, man. That's their thing. Updates. We're gonna give you updates on as far as injuries, of course, of Newcastle United. We don't know if Anthony Gordon is gonna make it. We don't know what's going on with Elanga with personal issues. We're gonna dwell a little bit on that. Joe Linton, some say he's hurt. I don't know why. He just got hit in the shin. So really, but if that's the case, then he should be benched anyway. So give him more rest.
Well, what does Catenaccio stand for?
Come on, man. What is it? What is going on here, man?
Catenaccio is Italian for door bolt.
Yeah, it's like a putting up a wall.
And that's it. It refers to a defensive tactical system.
Yeah, I told you that.
You see, you didn't know it meant door bolt, did you?
I told you, man. I told you what it meant. Catenaccio
No, you
style.
didn't. You said it meant defensive style football, but it's actually a direct translation of the word door bolt in Italian.
Well, what did I say it meant in football?
Yeah, that is what it means. But I'm just teaching you something as well.
I don't need you to teach me Italian.
I asked you what Catenaccio meant, and you didn't know.
I'll speak
I've
much
just
better
told
Italian
you.
than you ever know, man. But Ultimata, he scored a goal today as well, and he hits back at Heinz Rummenigge's comments of calling the club that bought him, Newcastle United, idiots for spending all that money on him. Well, we'll take a listen to that stuff, or not listen, but we'll dwell on his words. Newcastle are, I guess, set to close to agreeing Botman's new contract. We'll talk about that. PIF making a drastic move as Newcastle United PSR hopes boosted by Amanda Staveley's dream. Win likes likes everything about Amanda Staveley, and we'll get it. And he'll like this topic, by the way. He'll love this topic from the Chronicle. This is, and we'll see what the loophole that they might find for PSR might be. Also, again, Anthony Elanga's issue. We'll talk about that, whether he's going to play or not. Is it that deep? Is it that important that he had to come from Sweden or withdraw? I don't know if he went or not. I think he did.
Personal reasons.
We'll speak. Hold on. We'll speak about ticket application window open now for Boxing Day trip to Old Trafford. We'll talk a bit about that. Nottingham Forest sends a clear message to Newcastle United, and it's got 100 million attached to it. So we'll talk about that. Unbelievable, that, man. We got the runaround on that deal. That's for certain. But man, my computer's running slow here. Again, we'll give you an update on injuries. We will also talk about Shola Amiobi as he's hitting. He is getting some backlash from many places. Don't forget to smash the like button, folks. We are live here on NUFC Talk with the latest stories of Newcastle United. And we'll get to your comments as well. So stay tuned to that and super chat right away if you would like to. Win. So Aaron Ramsdale on standby, says the Chronicle. Do you, aside from hope, because you're always hoping, but do you actually see anything in your fiber, in your being, that he actually will give Ramsdale time when he really has shown Eddie Howe that he is not really that type of guy to give anybody an opportunity? Do you think that he might?
I hope so, and I think so. I think he's at the crossroads now. We've hit kind of mini crisis yet again, which we've been there before, and he's always found a way. And I think he'll probably find a way this time, and that might be one of the tweaks that he feels is necessary, especially in the light of Pope's performance against Brentford.
But I mean, Pope has been performing like that, so what's the difference?
Well, I just think he knows that the pressure's mounting, and he's going to have to try something different. So I just think, yes, I think he might. Hopefully, this Saturday, he will finally give Ramsdale a chance. I just hope to God that Ramsdale doesn't have a stinker.
Well, even if he did, it wouldn't. You just got to keep him because everybody gets to have a stinker, don't they? I mean, you can't tell me that Pope has a stinker almost every game and doesn't get taken off.
Well, but the point is, Pope doesn't have a stinker almost every game.
Yeah, he does. He's that mistake that you were talking about against Brentford. He's done that many times this season, where he just jumps and doesn't connect with the ball, and it ends up in the goal. Arsenal, that would be another one where he gave up goals that cost us. So,
yeah. Well, if you say that's 2 goals he's cost us, how many goals has he kept out? That's always the balance. But what I'm saying is, I think Eddie knows he's going to have to change something.
Well, let me tell you, you're going to get challenged
because it ain't working.
You're going to get challenged on this show. You're not going to say that as opposed to how many goals he stops. Well, that's his job. That's what he signed up for. That's what he gets paid a lot of money for, to stop goals. He doesn't get paid to allow goals. So that's kind of nonsensical, don't you think? Ask a question about Tony T there. Is it possible to...
I don't know what MD Live stats sheets.
I'm not sure what
she'll win anyway, but...
Oh, there you go. Now you're
what do you mean by MD? Match day or?
Yeah, let us know what MD, maybe a player. I don't know, a player named MD. But I'm not sure.
I don't know. Let me know, Tony. Thanks for the super chat.
The problem with changing players due to injuries is if it improves the team, it raises more questions about the manager and why these changes are having to be forced. But we already knew that, though. Again, I'm all in the business of holding people to account, including myself being held to account by anybody. But we can keep talking about it, of course. We cannot be censored, but we know that how Eddie Howe works. We've known this for years and years and years. He doesn't really
successfully.
Not successfully. He doesn't really make these changes. He doesn't really make these changes. He doesn't. They're usually always forced, and sometimes to the point where fans get frustrated and they voice that in the stadium. Remember the Longstaff and Tonali situation. To anybody with a straight, that can see straight, would have told you that. And until the crowd away, I believe it could have been Brentford as well, started whistling, and Eddie Howe had to come out and tell, well, let's not whistle. Let's wait until the match is over to voice our opinion. Then he started feeling the pressure, and Tonali started starting every week, which is, again, should have happened before. So it's not his mojo, though. But listen, as you said, I mean, it depends on what you call success, to be honest. The Carabao Cup is great. We all celebrate it. And we'll remember Eddie Howe as probably the greatest manager of this current era, more or less. But he's got major flaws in that department. He's very loyal to players that have, I guess, done well by him or according to him. But time moves.
He's very loyal to players that have done well.
But I mean, Longstaff hadn't been playing good for a season and a half already, and he kept playing them over and over and over again. I don't think it should take that long for a manager to realize, okay, this guy's not doing well, so I'm just gonna do what's best for the team, and
get the stats back up if you want.
Well, there you go. So that's what you got to resort to. It is what it is. But Ramsdale. Now, listen, I'm not necessarily on the Ramsdale plus 10 more. I mean, Ramsdale probably deserves a chance, to be fair. But he's not really a problem. He's not the problem for me. I mean, he's not really going to make us any.
The problem is the wingers.
That's
simple as.
And one of the midfielders needs to be a creative midfielder to worry about the attack, about the offensive end of the pitch. All three can't be running after the ball and trying to defend or maintain the equilibrium of our defense. Tonali is certainly going to have to do that, as well as getting us started. But somebody else has got to take the ball and think. I think it should be Bruno, to be fair, the one that is playing more forward, and that way Voltemara doesn't have to come so low. I think he has to be the one. I think he's got the quality to be that. Joe Linton is not going to be that. Joe Linton is not going to be that. So, do I expect Joe Linton to be dropped? No, I don't. I have, for once, learned from my mistakes. Unlike Eddie Howe. I can't trust Eddie Howe to make these sudden, abrupt changes to fix the team. And again, I'm just thinking like Tim, by the way. And Tim, nobody goes at Tim. They go at the American Mac, but not at Tim. Tim said exactly the same thing. And
just remind me what you assume Tim said.
I don't assume. I should have gotten the clip. I forgot about that, man. I should have gotten the clip of that Tim, basically said he hasn't learned from mistakes.
Oh,
so
dear release for win. There you go. Get me out of here. I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here.
Shame, because you should be in there the whole show. But somebody else will do justice. No problem. Somebody else will do justice. I don't think
Thank you, Big Nick fan.
Thank you, Big Nick. I don't think he will make any changes, and you can't call me delusional for that. He hasn't done it. So, and listen, we might beat Man City with Joe Linton and with Pope and all those guys with Dan Burn as left back. We might. That's one change that I do see coming, though. I don't see Burn playing left back no more, because I think that particular part was so evident, clear, that if he were to do that again, then obviously
that would be worrying indeed.
Yeah, that would be it. So I do expect that change,
and that ain't gonna happen.
I don't know. I also don't think he will take Burn out. So I think he'll either just play 3 at the back, 5 at the back, and or take one or the other out. I mean, which would be Botman. I don't really see that.
I would have no problem with that either.
Here we go. But you should have a worry of that, because, and again, I wouldn't want to pick an argument over that, but knowing Eddie Howe, it's kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't type of thing, because we know that he would be keeping Burn there because he likes.
So picking the current England centre half, part of the most successful World Cup qualifying campaign in history, over somebody who can't get even in the Dutch squad, would be a major shock, you reckon?
Yeah, because that politician statement is not going to move me or really scam. You're not going to get to scam me due to that politician.
I'm just stating facts.
You're not going to lie to me. You're not going to deceive me. You're not going to scam me. I'm not going to allow you to do that. I'm not going to allow that. So Dan Burn is not important to England. So, if he were to just say, I retire, England are still going to be, one of the candidates to do something in the World Cup. So he's not really an important player there. I think Tuchel likes him, though, really well. So he think he'll go to the World Cup. Mm-hmm. But let's not lie to ourselves here. You can use that argument, I guess, but it's not really much of an argument. And listen, again, I wouldn't pick an argument with you as far as Burn, playing instead of Botman. Because to be fair, I think that could, but I think again, it's not fair for Howe. Again, damned if you do.
If Botman was playing as well as he was playing before he got injured, like 2 years ago, then all the Botman fans would have a point. Botman isn't playing all that well recently. Tony T saying he hasn't been rehabilitated, back in jail.
And by the
Done
way,
with the love. Thank you, Tony.
And by the way, Tony was on your on your camp for months and months and months, and you done wasted that one. but he used to be on your side, man. He used to be on your side. So,
Tony, straight question. Eddie in, Eddie out. There you go. See whose camp he's in.
oh no. But who? I never say Eddie out, so we all in the same camp. What's the point? You're not arguing anything there. But thank you for the super chat, though. Appreciate it, all of you very much. Don't forget to smash that like button. How way, folks? We already 4 out of 10 super chats, man. We're already on our way. Help us out. Help us out, baby. So anyway, got more news, but that would be. I want to finish my point though, because it may not be fair to Eddie Howe, because it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. But I think that some fans, would think of this as, well, that's. And by the way, Burn is not going to play anyway because he's suspended, so that's irrelevant. We'll have to see what happens the following week. So it's kind of a non-argument anyway. But it will definitely be Lewis Hall left back. But then people will say, well,
and then we'll have a situation where, supposing Lewis Hall comes in, but Dan Burn suspended, Lewis Hall comes in, we'll beat Man City, we'll play well, we'll play brilliantly. Then, of course, the next game is you go with the same again. If you've suddenly gone from getting beat off West Ham and Brentford to beating Man City, then whatever you've done has worked, so you stick with it, surely.
Not that simple, man. It's not, again, we keep on talking about this, we win and everything is honky. No, that don't mean nothing no more. Winning means nothing anymore.
No, I'm saying we'll play well, which we haven't done for a few weeks.
They play well, but to be fair,
in the Premiership.
Well, in the Premier, of course. And that's obviously a nonsensical statement for me to say, that.
And then of course the following game is Fulham, is it not?
Well, that's for the cup. That's for the cup. But again, it's nonsensical to say winning doesn't mean anything. Of course, if you beat Man City, that's great. If you beat the other ones, as Everton away, that's great. And we want that. We need that more than anything. More than a camel needs water. Well, interesting fact. Maybe that's the worry, that we don't need water as a camel needs. We don't need this wind as a camel needs water, because a camel can just keep on walking for miles and miles and miles and miles without drinking water. But then again, you learn something every day.
Fulham's not till the 17th of December. Sorry, it's
Everton at their new Gladys Stadium, at the new Gladys.
No, the Gladys Road is Goodison Park, the old stadium.
The new Gladys, man. That's the
Richardson D's Stadium, I think it is.
But that's gonna be the test. But it's how we play. We need to play good. That's the problem. We need to play good, and players need to be in sync. Again, you can be lucky and find 2 or 3 goals, and that's not what we want. We want to see, and that's going to be every week on a weekly basis at this point. Unfortunately, it's not even about you playing good and drawing or losing, because you don't have that. You can't afford that right now. You cannot afford that. You got to win and play good. So you basically got to be perfect. And
I'd be perfectly honest. You didn't even have to play good. You got to win.
Well, yeah, you're right. You got to get the points, but that ain't going to convince nobody. Hey,
Catenaccio, baby.
Yeah, but that's not even. We're gonna put Roy in jail because he showed up late too. So there you go. Where are you at, man? Where were you at?
I was actually sleeping on the spot here. And
I know you were.
Hey, man, what's happening? It doesn't matter. I'm up.
Prove that we're wangers.
There you go.
Anyways, at least it's 1 a.m. here.
Well, that is true, actually. Yeah. Well, you're excused. You're still not going to be out of jail, though. So anyway, there's Roy and the mighty win knackered in jail. So whether Ramsdale and
you're going to be knackered if someone lets Roy out, but not me.
Aye.
Let's see what people do. As far as Anthony Gordon playing, trying to give you here a new injury update on what's going on now that everybody should be somewhat heading back. As you guys mentioned, I don't know when the other guys will be back, but sometime at this week. So it's not like they're not going to come over. They're going to be going to Newcastle, but it seems like a reoccurrence of the hip injury that has been plaguing him in recent weeks. We'll assess that and see what damage is there. This was who is this going? This was Howe, I think, at the time. Yeah, at the G Tech Stadium after Brentford. So if this is something that's ongoing, I'm sure Mighty Wayne is going to grab onto this to say that's the reason why he hasn't been playing good. And it's easy to do that, just like easy to say that Elanga is not playing good because of personal reasons. We don't know the personal. The dog might be sick or something, and some people love their dogs a lot. So that's not an excuse for you not to play good. We don't know what's going on with Elanga. Just like this hip situation, we don't know where it started.
Tony T said, "Take Win out, keep Sweary Roy in."
Oh yeah,
Curveball.
There you go. We're gonna sort that out. Don't worry. Go on.
No, I don't think Roy can hear.
Something going on with Roy there. He'll be back in.
Yeah, he's jumping in and out.
So we'll see what happens there. But I tell you what, man.
I tell you what.
You chuck him in the subs as well and in the reserves. He hasn't been playing good. He hasn't been playing good, Gordon, to say that he needs to be. But
he hasn't been playing good at all. None of the wingers have been playing good. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Mighty muffed. Anyway, how come you don't rate Sven win? When you say I don't rate him, right? I certainly rated him before he got injured, but since he's come back from injury, my opinion, he's not the same player he was before he got injured. And in that time as well, Dan Burn has progressed. Obviously progressed sufficiently to be recognised at international level. And Sven appears to have got worse, in my opinion. Dead simple. But I would love to see Sven back to his best. And if he comes back to his best, then my boy will be on the bench. End of. Because there's no excuse with the partner he's got now. Certainly the form Chow's shown since he came in has been magnificent. Chow.
That's one player that cannot come off this team, clearly. I mean, that's just him, Tonali, and Voltemata to me. Isn't that crazy how that's the spinal cord fix right there? It is. That you got your best center back, you got the best midfielder, and you got a really good center forward. But it's the rest that are not pulling their end of the bargain. There's a super chat there from.
Yeah. No way wins 10 times the man. Roy is a proper Geordie.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right, there you go.
So, Newcastle's Nick Voltemata responds to Karl-Heinz Rummenigge's controversial idiot comment following the 75 million, I think euros, wasn't it? Yeah, 75 million euros. I think 69 million pounds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which made him the highest paid player in Newcastle United's history as far as buying a player is concerned. And he said that my teammates comment on it. I didn't. I think Gordon did come out and say something about that. I think that was the right thing to do. A lot was made of my name, Bayern, and the transfer fee during the summer. That was the story of the summer. To answer your question, the headlines everywhere said idiots, but I read Mr. Rummenigge's entire statement. It was certainly somewhat unfortunate, but not quite so dramatic, says Nick Voltemata.
Lost in translation.
Yeah, no, it wasn't lost in translation because it was in German. And he read.
But that's what I'm saying. Nick, I think what Nick's saying is he's read his full statement and it wasn't as dramatic as everybody here has made out.
But it was still unfortunate, he said. So it's not like he enjoyed it. So he also continued saying the transfer fee was a prominent topic. I couldn't avoid it. It was frequently confronted with. I was frequently confronted with it, but I didn't choose this situation. I'm the least responsible for the sums involved. Nevertheless, I was happy that Newcastle saw enough potential in me to pay that amount. That could be a little elbow to Bayern Munich, if you want to look for stuff to talk about, because it says I'm happy that Newcastle saw enough potential in me to pay that amount, something that Bayern Munich wouldn't bother to do. Um, it makes no difference whether I go for Werder Bremen to Stuttgart on a free transfer or from Stuttgart to Newcastle for 75 million, even though I know that the transfer fee means a few more pairs of eyes are on me. However, the issue of transfer fees is viewed as much more relaxed in England than in Germany. Within the team, the issue of transfer fees doesn't play a role in anyway. He obviously continues saying there was a lot of pressure because Isak, their best center forward, left, and blah blah blah. The start of the season, he said, wasn't ideal. There was definitely pressure. I was very glad that it subsided. So, any thoughts on this? I mean, it is what. Did you guys? Do you feel? I don't feel. I think he's right on that though. I don't feel. I don't feel like buying him for 70 something million euros, 69 million pounds. Really, we haven't even talked about the fee and the pressure it means and all of that. Maybe we did at the time, but that's not really much of a great topic of discussion, I guess you would say. Although he's the best paid player, Roy.
Yeah, but 69 is not really huge in the Premier League, but in the German league that would have been huge. So that's why
Well,
Bayern wouldn't pay that. And,
but I
and
mean,
he wouldn't have been he wouldn't have been a starter as well. They wanted the backup for Harry Kane, and
for Harry
they
Kane.
couldn't get him here. And they went and
Yeah.
got Jackson on loan as a backup for Harry Kane. And look where Jackson is. I think he's had one goal or something all season.
Cheers,
So,
was it?
yeah.
One nick for another.
I used to like Rummenigge. I mean, great player, but what a numpty. Stupid comment now. Especially watching Germany and then him scoring every game now.
What's that? Thanks for your super chat. I'm not reading it out.
Well, it usually goes the other way around, though. I mean, you would think that a German playing for Germany would have his back kind of, or being German. Not that you'd be, not wouldn't say the truth, but I mean, he kind of went out of his way to say this. He didn't really have to do that. You know what I mean? So, as a German, you wouldn't
bitter.
Yeah, because nobody paid 69 for him. Although he was great though. Rummenigge though, I mean, come on, he was a great player though. But yeah,
great player.
Not the only one though, because his Werder Bremen manager at the time, Wolte, said that more or less that he thought the price was crazy. That he'd have never seen that, something like that. So a bit just bitter comments. Irish says, "Poor Roy looks like a political refugee." Out Roy, there you go. Oh, there you go, paying the bill for there. So there you go. And he is going to be out.
If he went to Bayern instead of Jackson, he would have played 305 minutes so far this season.
Yeah, one goal is it? One goal,
yeah.
I think.
One goal. Two in the Champions League, to be fair.
He clearly wouldn't be starting over Kane at the moment. He's very similar to Kane in playing style, and that's why Bayern Munich wanted to to kind of build him up. And but now at 23 years of age, he's hit the world running. To be fair, and in a team that's playing poor, so that says a lot, to be honest, of his caliber. And yeah, I mean. We'll see where it goes. Sending your super chats, folks. Thank you very much, Iris. Thank you, Warren. Thank you, Tony, for keeping us going and help support the channel. It means a lot. It means the world that you help while going, as the Geordies would say. According to a well-connected journalist, Pete O'Rourke, is that how you say it? Or O'Rourke?
O'Rourke.
There you go. The Magpies have open negotiations with a Dutch defender over a new contract, Sven Botman, an effort designed explicitly to fend off growing interest from Europe's biggest clubs, including Liverpool and Paris Saint-Germain. Liverpool seem like their might possibly lose Konate. So they might be lurking at at Sven Botman and trying to do the same thing they did with Isak, I guarantee it that more than likely Botman would do the same as Isak. I mean, I think it would.
Jump ship. Yeah.
You see, now when I said that about Tonali, your immediate reaction is, wait, what makes you say that? How can you say that about Botman?
Because he's best friends with Isak, and whenever Isak put up a statement about him leaving, him and Gordon were the only few that came out in his defense and spoke about the situation in his favor. So I assume that they would do the same thing that Isak did, and that's just an assumption. I'm not criticizing them for it. You have really no basis other than Bruno throwing his arms up, and you think that gives you 5% extra. That makes no sense. And anybody that just looks at it from
fair enough. I'll say that. Go on.
There you go.
Tony T, thank you very much. And there's your 10. You're welcome.
Oh, there you go. We got 10. All right, look at that, man. Not even in. 41 minutes, 42 minutes now live. So there you go. I appreciate that, all of you, for helping us reach our goal. That means we got to start a new goal, baby. Don't we? We got to keep going. We got to keep going. We got to keep going. We got to start a new goal. You never know, man. Rainy days are coming, baby. We got rainy days. We got to save for a rainy day. That Mighty Wayne cannot do.
Most important, though, share it. Hit the like, share, and that gets us spread around.
You go on.
Share with all your friends. What do you make of the contract situation? Nothing is agreed, obviously, but certainly trying, Roy. We're trying.
Have you heard about those rumors that Sven wants to sit with Eddie and say, I'm not going to sign unless I'm guaranteed games?
Well, he wants some, He wants some.
Which means it's not going to happen, because you know what's going to happen when Tino comes back.
Oh.
You know exactly what's going to happen. So goodbye, Sven.
Wait, you think he'll play Burn over Sven?
Blatantly. Yeah.
He'll
play Burn, even if we had Nesta or Maldini or Baresi. We all know that.
What the?
Because it's about the height, isn't it? It's about the height, Eddie.
But it's Sven over 6'4", man. That is insane. Wait, do you have anything to say in your defense?
Eddie knows.
I'm just saying, England centre-half, part of the most successful World Cup campaign of all time.
Part of them. You see how...
have you seen who they've been playing? Qatar qualify through that group.
Yeah, look back over all the years, all the other teams that have played. You know Capello were the best squad we ever had against Northern Macedonia.
Well, I don't think when that you want is England, it's English folks. I don't think you want to rave on qualifying. How great you are qualifying.
There you go, 11, 2 hands and a wire.
Yeah. But thank you, Warren, very much, man. Appreciate it. But again, my point is, I don't think you want to be talking about how good you qualify for the Champions League when clearly, rolling my tongue, that's not what England want. They could care less about qualifying to the World Cup. They want to win it. Thank you very much to the one and only Rebecca for the wonderful 20-pounder there. I appreciate you very much, Rebecca.
Sheba Doggan, Samurai Armor, waving a banner saying #1.
Super sticker, man.
Becca.
Anyway, appreciate you for that. And Becca, we haven't seen you on Friday night on the music show. So send your request. Roy, by the way, you'll enjoy that one. We gotta send in your Michael Jackson request now that Michael Jackson movie's coming out. Oh man, the king of pop, baby. The king is back. And
5 months ago.
5 months ago. I'm a big Michael Jackson fan, man. I got a picture of the king right there. There we go. Yee-hee. Look at that, man.
There you go. I think that's the same as mine. Wait, I just got one sec. I bought one from the Metro Center.
Michael Jackson something from the Metro Centre. There you go. How Geordie can you get?
Aye. £20. It's not the same one. Okay, cool.
No, it's not the same. It kind of it looks similar. It looks similar.
20
but
quid with the frame.
Hey, and Niall King is also the king. Yeah, well, that's the king of rock and roll, though. The king of rock and roll. That's Elvis Presley, baby. Did not worry. We got Elvis Presley in the building as well.
Tupac's the king of rap.
Oh no. Yeah, now you're gonna be now you're going to places you shouldn't be going. Right here, big right there. I got a king of hip hop, biggest most right there, big as heck. Right on my side.
No, West Side, Tupac.
No. Anyway, folks.
Wynn's got no clue what we're talking about.
Hey, Wynn ain't got a clue, man. He is not.
We are.
Michael Jackson, fantastic dancer.
The greatest entertainer of all.
I think
Prince
is probably more talented.
Prince got one good song, man. Stop playing.
No.
Funds go to Chris and Wynn's marriage counseling. Appreciate it, mate. Thank you very much. Corey, great breakfast show, by the way. Tune in. We're supposed to support all the shows within NUFC Talk Network. And we got every morning at 8:30 in the UK. Join the breakfast show with Corey and Sam Zayden every Monday to Thursday. Really, everybody's Monday through Thursday. Early night show as well with Gary and all of that. Warren Becca, 20-pounder. That's my name, guy. There you go. Warren, that's at the A, man. The lovely 20-pounder she sent us. And the Roy Punani Kaviani. With your photo.
You've switched, have you? You've switched.
No, we don't know that's the same.
Who's the twat?
There you go. Appreciate it, mate. Thank you very much.
Punani.
That was unbelievable. That good stuff, though. Good stuff. So, Wynn, you want to talk a little bit about the loophole that you love this this topic, by the way, that the loophole that Newcastle United might be exploring to be able to get some money in. You want to know what it is?
Absolutely. Any money coming in it'll do for me.
According to the Chronicle, this is PAF's decision on manager change pays off. It's Newcastle's women team. They're doing unbelievably great.
Oh, right.
Really interested. They beat the Mackhams. So you guys, a proper Geordie, you should be all over that. They beat the Mackhams like a drum. And with Chelsea bringing in over £11.15 million per season from their women's team, plus the other perks on offer like broadcast deals, it is worth Newcastle's investment. In another average campaign was unthinkable. Winning. Wait. That's Chelsea though. Okay. Winning the women's top flight brings in a prize pot of $500,000. That's 5 times more than Newcastle got for winning the Carabao Cup in terms of merit cash. So you already see one thing that the women's team are bringing in more than the Newcastle team did. Just letting you know that. So she's been sacked. Langley was sacked, and now they got a new manager. I think it was the interim though that took over, and she's doing great. However, it seems like Newcastle might be trying to explore. They definitely want the women's team to be in the top flight to bring in more money. Yeah. But they sold their team or something like that. So Newcastle seemed to be,
for 200 million or something.
Yes,
there you go. So that's an incredible amount of money. And I'm sure when they justify these things, they might put in what they would think it would be worth in the future, blah, blah, blah. Where the expectation is that when you sell businesses, you kind of project where they might be, and you might add on to the price. Now, it's up to the buyer to decide whether that's irrelevant or not. But the buyers are we. So we'll say, yeah, I can see a $300 million worth in the next 5 years or 10 years. So, Wynn, what's your issue now? Can we not do this or what?
Well, you know my position on women's football. I'm not interested.
That's fine.
Women's football doesn't cost anything against PSO. Whatever we spend on the women is irrelevant as far as PSO are concerned. So if the outgoing doesn't cost anything and they're bringing money in, which exceeds what it's costing to have them, that's all. That's all great as far as I'm concerned.
Listen, man.
Let's just quickly do this because Becca gave us a 20 pound super chat for a Shiba dog in Samurai. Well, I can't give you a Shiba dog in Samurai Army, but what I can give you is who's that? Who's that, Roy?
That's Sandro.
That's Sandro. That's Roy's new puppy.
He's right here.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, Sandro. Well, he's not as clean as he was in that photo. I just had a haircut.
He is knackered right now at the moment.
Hey, Sandro, look, that's you, TV. Look.
I got one the same size, man. I don't know if that sounds good when people are listening to the radio, but
I used to be a cat. I used to be a cat person, not anymore. I'm a dog person now.
Oh, I've never been a cat person, man. I'm knackered. I don't like, but I have a dog just like that. But his is black. He looks black, so he is black rather than that looks. And so there you go. My name is Enzo, though. Enzo, man, good old Enzo.
Chelsea fan, you see?
Nah,
yeah.
But you know what it is? It's linked to River Plate, who I'm a fan of. And Enzo did play for. Enzo was named after Enzo Francescoli, who was an idol. Who is an idol of the club. Played for Marseille, and basically everybody's kids are named Enzo in Argentina. You know they're River Plate based. But yeah, it was after him. But no, I'm no Chelsea. But ladies and gentlemen, we do have another dog lover as well. You bring that.
Hey.
We are prepared. We are prepared at all times here on NUFC Talk. We got bullets to aim all day, every day. So when you try to come at me, I'll come at you twice.
Well, wait till you hear this. Who do you think that is?
Oh, I don't know, man. But that is probably.
That's Owen.
Oh, there you go. That's the dog. That's Owen. That's Owen, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that is Owen, man. I forgot about that. That's good. That's
good. Got that just after we signed.
Beyond that. 2005.
Oh,
and unfortunately, once you've named a dog, you can't change the name.
Oh my goodness, man. What's the other one on the bottom though? What's the little one?
That's Poppy.
Look at that outfit though, man. That outfit, that looking good, man. You got your fake gold watch. You got the teacher's pants, and with your Hawaiian shirt. Where was that at? That was on vacation. It looked like you got like a patio.
No, that was in the house.
That's not your house. I know that.
Not my current house.
That's her house.
Well, that was the other. Wait, was that number 1 or number 2, man?
1.5. No, 2.5.
Oh, 2.5. Oh my God, man! Oh my God, what the heck?
Didn't quite make it to V3. Catenaccio.
Yeah, man. Wait, so was that your dog, like, or was it after the split? Who did you go to?
You went to Mummy.
Went to Marie.
Oh, Marie, man. So you have the audacity to name her dog and then leave her with the.
No, I didn't name him. It was her son that named him.
Oh my God, man. Anyway, that's when went without glasses though. He didn't need glasses then. He didn't have to use Braille to feel the you know what. Now he needs Braille. If he gets to it anyway. But there you go. That was a win. You don't come at me, man. We got ammunition for days on this channel. So there you go. Don't forget to smash the like button, folks, for the pro banter and super opinionated debates. It is 10:25 in the UK. The late night show, ladies and gents.
Set up for maximum confrontation and super opinionated debates. The NUFC Late Night Show with Chris the American Man, Derek Demadiwen, Rory Caviani, and the rest of the panel, Monday through Thursday from 9:30 p.m. UK and UFC Talk Radio, the voice of the Toon Army.
Elanga.
On the comment from Ginesta, Wynn looked like James Spader from the Blacklist. Well, I knew James Spader from Boston Legal. which when Boston Legal came out, I didn't particularly watch it. It was shortly after LA Law finished, which I really liked, and I thought, I couldn't go through. And I didn't realise how much humour there was in Boston Legal. And when I started watching that, I binge watched all. I think there was 7 series altogether. I binge watched it all over about 3.5 days.
That's when you had a different voice. You sounded a little bit push at the time as well. Yeah, there you go.
Was I saying, with a shirt like that, Win lives in a
The
hut.
last 30 years of my life as a taxi driver, but I spend most of my time now at my local working man's club, Gosforth Empire Club. Can I give them a mention?
Well, you just have to.
Where I serve on the committee.
Come on, man. You are trying to act polite and everything, man. Stop lying to yourself. Thank you, Warren. Appreciate it. With a shirt like that, Win lives in a hut. There you go. Thank you very much, Warren. Anthony Elanga, folks, could now be in doubt for Newcastle versus Man City after Sweden development. It seems like he's got personal issues. He had to, if I'm not mistaken, come back. He has withdrawn from the Sweden squad this week, and it's unclear whether he will be available for this weekend game against Man City. He's certainly not been a good signing so far.
Nope.
No doubt about it.
No, he certainly hasn't hit the ground running at all. And that was what we bought him for, to do some running, because that's his one big weapon in his armoury is his pace. And whether it's because we're not exploiting it properly, I don't know. I mentioned during one of the matches that we did, especially that there was no telepathy between him and Trips at all, in terms of the oddball. Trips pinged up the wing. He'd stopped looking for it because he'd made several runs prior to that and hadn't been picked out when he was easily pick-outable, for want of a better word. And Trips just chose to play the easy ball inside. So that's what we're missing, that link. And I think this is why everything... I know you cannot blame the whole poxy season on 3 injuries, which is essentially what we've had. But it's looking more and more like that is the case. Because will we get the best out of Elanga when Tino's behind him and when Wissa's in front of him? You know, he made his reputation last season, if you like, feeding Chris Wood. You know, getting past the byline, chasing balls behind teams. And with those 3 players specifically being injured, and, you know, I absolutely agree with everybody who says, look, every team has injuries. Yeah, they do. But those 3 for us this season, I think, have been particularly harmful, shall we say. And there's no reason why they should, because we had allegedly good backup in Trips and Byrne, but they aren't as good as Tino and Hall. So we'll see what happens when we get them all back.
Before I forget, one of our mods, Queen of Hearts, she's been sick, so just wishing her the best, and that, you know, she get back.
Yeah, all the best, Queenie.
All the best.
Rather quickly. So thinking of you, Queenie. Thoughts and prayers going your way to get better as soon as possible. Roy, what do you make of Elanga? I mean, just to give you context on this whole situation, this is the second time Elanga has pulled out of Sweden duty for the same reason, having done the same back in June of this year. It's unclear what exactly has happened to Elanga at this point in time and what the severity of the situation is. Whether it will impact Eddie Howe's selection on Saturday remains to be seen, but it certainly doesn't bode well with the for Elanga's potential involvement. What do you make of this whole situation? And again, you know, it could be a family member that's sick and you know, stuff like that. But I mean, it's not even a really an issue because he's not playing from the start.
No one knows anyway. I think he's got an issue with management in the Swedish national team. He's not
that was with he certainly had an issue with
Thomason, former Toon player.
John Dahl Thomas,
Yeah.
he was as useless for us as he was as a Swedish manager.
How?
He was for us. He was bad for us.
He was
Well, I mean,
pathetic.
Not that like when you say useless.
Well, and now here, funnily enough, we're talking about, and that's strange, we're talking about Elanga and John Dahl Thomason in the same sentence. And here's the thing, John Dahl Thomason's debut, throw on goal, open goal, and he missed it. And that was in the first couple of minutes of John Dahl Thomason's debut, and he was crap after that.
Downhill.
Elanga, Villa away, exactly the same. First couple of minutes, simple tap in, and he missed it. Confidence shattered, and he's been crap ever since.
Well, look, I can't justify Dahl Thomason.
So just saying, funny how history repeats itself.
He was a rubber striker, to be fair, but but that was long ago, man. Back in the freaking late
Dalglish signed him.
So yeah, that was late '90s. So, but either way, So
Dalglish sold Asprilla and Ferguson, and bought John Dahl Thomason and Anderson.
And whatnot, guys.
Thing is, how do they know it's a personal reason, though? Why it just been?
Well, that's the Swedish FA statement.
They came out and said that it's because of personal
reasons left the squad.
But I mean, it has to be something like that. But I don't know. I mean, we'd be.
Well, it's the same as Toon Army. They said they couldn't give.
It wasn't definitely isn't with Potter, because Potter had his arm around his shoulder and all that.
Yeah.
No. Super chat there. Get well soon, Queen of Heart. Thank you very much, mate.
Cheers, Tony.
Cheers, Tony. Thank you very much indeed. So information and about the Old Trafford Boxing Day for their penultimate fixture of the calendar year. Kickoff will be 8 p.m. UK time, right? 8 p.m. Where's GMT?
Yeah, GMT's UK or London.
At the minute we're on GMT now, because we've come out of summertime.
So following consultation with Newcastle United season ticket holders, a revised process will be introduced for selling away match tickets for the 25-26 season in response to their survey, which saw over 8,000 season ticket holders cast their vote on the away ticket allocation process. Did you vote for that, Mighty Win?
I certainly did. Well, it wasn't a question that there wasn't a vote as such. It just asked for your, thoughts on various bits of the process and how it could be better done.
Yeah, on the away.
But then, strangely, after I'd filled it in and sent it off, I then had a conversation with some regular away trippers, and I kind of revised my thoughts on it from being adamantly anti the away ticket barons, as I called them. I suddenly maybe thought that they had a very, very valid point. I was annoyed because in all of the YouTube videos that you see with the away day vlogs, in the away end, week after week, you would see loads and loads of kids, 16, 17-year-old. And I'm saying, how the hell can they possibly have 124 loyalty points? And they can't. But the way the system has evolved is that the guys who were applying for season tickets for years and years and years. So at the time that, and obviously when I started raising a family, I stopped going to away games because I couldn't afford to go to them. And when all the years I was going to away games, we were paying at the turnstiles. There was no loyalty points. So the loyalty points weren't introduced until the very end of the John Hall era. By the end of that era, I had 22 loyalty points. But I still couldn't afford to go to away games. So everybody who was applying for those tickets was getting the tickets, and then there were paper tickets, of course. So they were all applying for their tickets, getting the tickets, and then they were just passing them on. You know, they were obviously selling them on, not making profit on them. But and that built up a cohort. They each had their own little cohort of like 100 fans, which they knew if the ticket buyers were getting 30 tickets between them for the sake of argument, they knew they'd be able to sell them to the cohort who wanted to go every week. And the net result of that is that the people they're not just passing them on to anybody, they're not selling them for profit, but they are ensuring that Newcastle's away following or the vociferous crowd that we see every week and are so proud of in away stadiums. And so they are saying, why shouldn't this continue? And the more I think about it, the more I'm entitled to, I'm more persuaded, shall we say, to take their view, because Newcastle's away support is second to none. If all of a sudden that system was dismantled by not being able to pass on away tickets,
well, listen, man.
would we still have that same vociferous away support?
Why wouldn't we? I mean, they're all Newcastle fans, you know. So why? I don't understand what that means. That you don't have the same. Why are you saying that the same?
Because the people that currently go.
By the way, it's not the same fans all the time either. So
It more or less is. That's the point.
I think about 2,000 of them are probably the same ones for the last 20 years,
you know, back in the
years.
day when I used to go, they were called the faces. You knew them all. Not necessarily personally to speak to on first name terms, but you knew the same faces were going week in, week out, week in, week out.
Yeah, but unfortunately, Wayne, that's a problem. You know, if you're trying to tell me that the same, for lack of a better word, fans are going the weekend, then that's a problem. There's a fundamental problem with that. I mean, you can't just have the same 2,000 go every week. You've got to let other fans, and you don't know that the atmosphere is going to drop. But how do we know that? But the fact of the matter,
the different odd one every game.
It's not fair. It's not fair for the same people to just go every weekend and week out, and the rest don't. Because in that maintaining that the same method of doing it only alienates people. Now you're talking about younger fans being able to go in, YouTubers and all that. I don't know how they do it, but I mean, you know, you've seen YouTubers that go in all home games and all away games. The fact that a young person
but I'm talking specifically about away games, because to get away tickets, you've got to have the loyalty points.
But the point is that I understand my point. That a young person to try to get a season ticket is impossible. A young person now to go any away tickets, to get any away game, it's impossible, damn near. So the fact that there can be a young person that can go to every home game and go to every away game, that does sound weird. It's not really. I mean, that's kind of weird. It is.
Some of them are in the mid-20s, but they've been going for 10 years.
Yeah, and, you know, it might be a season ticket holder. They gave it to them, and they maybe got a ticket and the Ashley cheap tickets, and to be still not. I mean, because they would be really young then, so they would have to have a parent or something. Maybe that it happened that way. But away. How do you can't transfer your points, can you? When you die or when
No, you can't transfer your points.
No. So I mean that is kind of unheard of. I mean, there are ways to go, by the way. I mean, I can be rich and I can just go to pay every hospitality ticket and just go to every game I want to. But it's not really a feasible thing. Warren says, well, when I've opened, what is it?
A new fund me to play away.
Well, I mean, you know, it's very interesting. Listen, I'm not one here to go and say these guys shouldn't be there, because I don't know the facts. But
All I'm saying is, when initially I was extremely anti the current system because it favours the people that have got the power now in terms of having the loyalty points now. Because to me, the person who gets that loyalty point should be the person who goes through the turnstile, and that isn't. I have no idea what that was.
I can't hear
You're
him
mute.
'cause what's he doing?
No, he was going. He wants your love, man. He wants your love and attention. But anyway, when back in jail, can someone? Yeah, so someone can show him love. There you go. We're gonna put him back in jail. No problem. That's knee problem.
I can't hear anything away from outside
Yeah.
because of the speakers, headphones.
So we shall put mighty.
Hey, Tony, you'll make your mind up, man.
Anyway, so I did want to touch on we'll keep doing this by the way,
You've left a right mess in this jail cell, right, Caviani?
No.
So listen, I want to touch on this. Forest sends a clear Elliot Anderson transfer message to Newcastle United. If you want him, £100 million will suffice. So I mean, a lot of people like when they say that Geordies will give you that extra 5%, that really to anybody that thinks straight makes no sense. Maybe that's that 5% that you can invest in. 100 million shouldn't be that bad. You add in the extra 5% of superpowers. That means he'll run faster than and he'll run. He'll tackle faster and think faster, score faster, score 5% of the goals that he would have scored. You can add that now. All of that. So. Is that not worth the 100 million price tag that Forest wants before they even entertain any conversation?
I can't see anybody paying £100 million for Elliot Anderson.
I don't know if anybody. I mean, you can have like a Man United that they're a good club to go to still, although they're kind of a cemetery for players, but they also got the money for it, so they might, and they're a little bit numpty, so they might just throw 100 at it. And they might go for it.
I'd be astounded.
Any other club wouldn't though. They want to pay I think 80 or 90 for Baliba. I mean, it would be about that much. But I mean, would you pay
how the season goes? And
the thing is, would you pay 80? You wouldn't pay 100, but would you pay 80 or 90 for Anderson?
No, I think you'd probably get 80 for him.
Yeah. It's worth it.
Free win. Don't hate me. I just want to be seen.
Cheers, Tony. You can do as you please, man. Don't worry. But I mean, according to the Telegraph, Forest are not going to sell Anderson during the January transfer window. The reports adds that the midfielder will be in serious demand next summer, especially with Thomas Tuchel expected to rely heavily on him in the World Cup. That's something that we're not taking in consideration. If he goes to the World Cup, that adds a lot of money on your price tag. So
if he performs,
well, of course, win. I mean, if he scores 22 own goals every game, then he won't be worth a dime. So we know that. But this report says, however, even a summer deal could be beyond Newcastle United. With the Telegraph reporting that Anderson could follow the likes of Declan Rice, Jack Grealish, costing 100 million or more. I mean, that's kind of money that Newcastle United it would make him the most expensive player ever. I mean, a clip for Newcastle.
Newcastle.
Oh, if Newcastle bought him, Newcastle not paying 100 million for Elliot Anderson.
Well, listen, why not? We pay 69 for a striker, a 22-year-old striker that's still good. Now he's obviously proving that he's playing great.
Strikers always command much bigger fees than midfielders.
But midfielders as well. No, you're wrong at that. Yeah, usually when you got great strikers, of course, but strikers and midfielders go out like fried chicken, man. It's just they go. Well, you wouldn't know that. I mean, fish and chips, I guess, which should be the right analogy for you. But they go out, man. They go out. They sell like popcorn, man, at a theater. I mean, I agree with you. I mean, 100 million is a lot, but it's crazy to think that we would even look, even paying
If he goes for anywhere near 100 million, it absolutely proves the point
We are
that the current PSR levels, for them not to have been inflation proofed, for want of a better expression, since 2011, is it? You know, that 35 million's been there since they were introduced. It just shows how out of date that 35 million is.
Earlier, you had no issue when Amanda Staley says there's nothing wrong with PSR. So come on, man. You cannot change this from morning to evening. It cannot be. It's unbelievable. Anyway, I don't want to argue with you, man. Just, people, look at the footage. Look at the footage, man. Ah, my God. Just because Amanda Staley said it, and that means everything is great. And now that we're not quoting her, you're unbelievable.
There's a whole thing.
A new name there I haven't seen before. Chris Richardson. Hello, Chris Richardson.
He's been on before, man. Before you say new name, ask me if there's a new name. Because you got the memory of a fish,
I'd pay big money for Adam Wharton, but nothing over 40 million for Anderson. Oh, I'd pay more than 40 million for Anderson, but I would definitely pay more for Adam Wharton.
Yeah.
40 million is a big gut. I mean, a bit not gut wrenching, but that's what Steve Waldo says. 70 max, and it would be gut wrenching. 40 million.
It would be gut wrenching only by virtue of the fact that we were forced by the stupid PSR rules to sell him for what we did.
Exactly. So listen, we'll obviously keep going back to Anderson. There's a chatter there that is tired of hearing about Anderson. And listen, I am joining you maybe in the fact that I don't see this. I think he's a great player, but I don't see this, superstar in the rising that people see. Certainly wouldn't be happy losing Tonali over him. But Warren says, listen, you're my friends and family. I pay because I love. Thank you very much, Warren. Appreciate you, mate.
Yeah.
We love you too, Bunny lad. We love you too. Talking about some international for Newcastle United players. Did you know that the DR Congo won their last 2 games? So maybe they might not rely on Mr. Wissa to go back. However, they may, knowing that they don't have their best player, Mr. Wissa, they may have been relying on some alternative methods to get their win. This was a video of a manager of Nigeria, got eliminated yesterday, going to fight the DR Congo team because they were using dark magic voodoo in the shootout penalties, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go and watch this. He went at him. Look, he was waiting. He was like, hey, man, what you doing? What are you doing? They were doing some dark magic. Nigeria manager losing his mind, going at the DR Congo managing team. He was losing his mind. Look at that. And then he's not. That's not enough though. He's like, don't hold me back, man. Don't hold me back, because I'm gonna let you go. Look, he makes a run at the other manager, and then they start having a little brouhaha. Like, man, don't be doing that black magic on me. He took it serious because apparently they lost, and they did lose. So they don't need eat Wissa who, said the DR Congo, because we got
Give me a voodoo doll.
We got this voodoo doll, and let's take a listen at the manager of Nigeria. By the way, great players they had at the time. John Obi Mikel. It was Essien. No, Essien was Ghana, wasn't he? Essien.
Yeah, Essien was Ghana.
We'll give me another Nigerian manager. They had proper players, man. Back in those Chelsea.
Okocha was a great player.
No, but they always had good players. What did the Nigerian manager had to say about the dark voodoo?
Eric, coming towards the end of the game, I could see that you were a bit frustrated with maybe some of the DR Congo staff members. Could you give us an update on what happened there?
During all the penalty session, a guy of Congo did some voodoo. Every time. So this is why I was a little nervous after him.
Yeah. What did you see?
Yeah, something like that, with the I don't know if it's a water or something like that, so I don't know.
Eric, coming towards the end.
That is, you can have.
It's ridiculous, man. Thick as pork chop mustard.
You can.
I mean, he's doing that, and he's like
thick as a whale sandwich.
Yeah.
You cannot.
I watched that game, the full game yesterday live, and Congo deserved it completely. They were the better team the whole game. And they went 1-0 down as well. So who was good? Their left winger.
The Mac.
I think so. Well, he scored one of the penalties.
well,
Yeah,
interesting.
but no. The Mackham wasn't the left winger. Can't remember who it
Wissa
was.
would be playing.
He was good.
Wissa would be playing.
Well,
left,
Wissa played left wing the last twice he's played for Congo.
Yeah, that's right.
Is he? Oh,
I can't do that. Wissa can't. And I said it before he was in the win. Said, nah, he can play there, and he does a good job. He's got all the attributes to be a proper winger. So listen, I wouldn't put it past him to be playing right wing. But there you go. By the way, Newcastle United are delighted to announce that Semi Pennington has signed for his first professional contract with Newcastle. So there you go. As far as young lad is concerned. Last but not least, I guess we can finish on the Shola Amiobi situation because he is.
Did you know that Germany won?
Yes,
6-0.
I just found out now. Wolte scored as well.
Yeah, he
first
did.
goal.
He did. So Shola Amiobi needs replacing amid being out of his depth claim. I mean, we talked about this many times. You know, we
admits to being out of his depth.
No, he wouldn't. No, amid.
Oh, amid.
But he admitted it would be. Then of course, man, that he needed sacking in the morning. But to be fair, he doesn't have to admit it. You can just see it, man, to be able to tell. But I mean, what can you say about this? We kept talking about it. Yes.
Niall Poulsen sacked Amiobi and said it in the morning.
I mean, what more to say? I mean, obviously, Cordero is the last victim of the Amiobi rash, and he should be coming back though at some point. And yeah, a lot of fans on Reddit, according to Jordy Bootboys, have been whinging about this, rightly so, in my opinion. But I mean, it seems like the club is not bothered, are they?
Mm. Jordy Bootboys, visit their site. That's where you get the ticker from along the bottom.
Get the news from them. Last but not least, though, I have an interesting question for all of you. What do you make of? Actually, no. Let me leave this topic for tomorrow, maybe. Let's go with comments. I know we're gonna dwell on that, and let's not go there because we do got some star comments here. You know what? It would be nice to get the team win games 1-0. Having to score multiple goals to get 3 points is unsustainable. Well,
Catenaccio.
But the fact of the matter is, though,
score a goal now.
We have scored 1 goal and lose the game. 2-0, 3-1, or 2-1, 3-1.
3-1 twice.
So, I mean, what are we on about? I think that we need to secure the wins. It might be the issue. Ronnie says, I was always quite fond of the Out of Here Brothers Wiggle Wiggle. Okay. I don't know who started that one.
Wiggle.
He'll use Hull versus City, and when we lose, says Ronnie, he'll use that as an excuse to play Burn at left back again until we're getting third degree burns on our pupils. No pun intended. There you go.
See, that's a
Ben
proper
He's suspended anyway, so
he's suspended on this one.
Yeah, Hull's going to start 100%.
Becca there says, I went to Castle Howard at the weekend to see Christmas display, and it was full of Toon fans. Does that mean we're massive now? We're always massive. Mm-hmm. Where is that at, though? In the Castle
Derbyshire.
I mean, come on, man. Speak English, man. Where?
It's in Derbyshire.
Speak proper English.
Near Derby is.
It's like 200 miles away.
South.
Newcastle.
South.
By the way,
South of Leeds.
There you go. Now you're speaking proper English. So the Christmas decoration for NUFC Talk are coming as well. You know, we're big Christmas folk. We're trying to get Win to heaven, although he's declining. But we'll do our work anyway. Christmas is coming all over. We'll get the snow. Coming down.
Sure as the son of a preacher man. The only one who could ever loan players was the son of a preacher man.
There you go. Chris Richardson, Elanga is a player on the counter, so will never suit us. So we are stuck with him until his book value drops, so we can sell him without PSR loss. Well, I mean,
You never know.
I mean, you never know.
I'll play him against C.
I still haven't given up. I haven't given up on him completely.
No. I mean, that's right. I mean, you had to wait. We have to wait.
Yeah. I'd rather play him instead of Murphy against C because they'll be open. And that's the counter attacking game for us.
Mac debates, if you're sucking the loan a Ranger, you got to sack Tonto as well.
Tonto.
Hey, who will be Tonto? Somebody's approving this. Somebody's keeping Amiobi on the job.
Yeah, no clue.
John No says Sam Alfalbi looks a lot like a young Paul Pogba. Need to keep him around the first team. I guess he's on our. I didn't pay attention to it really, but we need to. Maybe we do need to see what the young lads are looking like.
He'll be on loan to Kilmarnock soon.
Yeah, that's right.
And Roy's got the Santa beard.
Oh,
we've got a month left.
Hair though, he ain't got no Santa hair though. That's the problem.
But we've got Santa's hat.
Oh, we do got Santa, and I'm also ready for Christmas, baby. Look at that. I got this over the weekend. I got this over the weekend, baby. Got the Christmas tree hat on. You gotta get your hat on, man.
Somewhere.
Gotta get your hat on.
Oh, he's going to get it.
Yeah,
mine.
We're big Christmas. We're a big Christmas channel here, man. We're gonna be going at it. No, it's a marshmallow world that we live in. There you go. When the snow covers the ground.
Wynn's going to get his hat.
And you do have a hat as well. I remember that.
Yeah, I've got mine's black and white.
Yours is it's a Toon hat. Yeah, we're definitely going to be wearing that. You got to wear that, no doubt. No doubt about it. John No says Edison would be ideal J7 replacement. There you go. Niall Powell, we need to stay away from Premiership players. Howie Elanga and Ramsey working out for us. Well, Ramsey, again, the jury's still out. Ramsey's still not doing bad, though. Ramsey's still.
He's been better than Jordanton so far in those minutes he's played.
I thought I had it handy, but it must be upstairs in the Christmas box.
Oh, you better get to looking. You got to look here in
America.
Black
and white Santa hat.
My decorations for Christmas in the house. Betsy's been doing me nothing over Christmas decorations. My God, we got 3 trees, man. Can you believe that? 3 Christmas.
19th of December was good.
3 trees in this house. It should be criminal to have that many trees, man. But anyway, so
just when you thought they couldn't look any stupider.
There you go, Warren. I appreciate it. We bring hilarity and super opinionated debates, both guarantee on this channel. More comments here before we finish off. Steve Waldo, at the minute, Anderson does everything quicker and better than Wharton. Fact, says Mr. Waldo there. Yeah, jury's still out on him, of course. About 100 million. Man, you really have to pay for that, man. You really have to sign that off. Got to have some bullocks to do that.
If they bring him back, it doesn't matter how much we pay, because it's not coming out of my pocket.
You don't think so?
Bring him.
Well, I mean, yeah, I know that, but I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That's a hefty price now.
So we're just gonna look like stupid, like when Man U let Pogba go and then bring him back for about 100 million.
Well, and he doesn't.
We'll upset them.
Yeah.
There you are, the Christmas tree's up.
Oh, there you go.
Barely there, but we're gonna get to that. We're gonna set up a date, and everybody needs to be ready with the proper attires. So that's probably gonna be, by the way, at the beginning of December. So first day of December, Christmas decorations for NUFC Talk coming up, more than likely. So I already want to do it already, but anyway, we got 15 days. We got Thanksgiving first, man. We got to eat turkey, man. You guys want to have Thanksgiving with me? This is a proper holiday here, man, in America.
It's the third Thursday, isn't it? Third Thursday.
That's when we celebrate, when we took everything back from the Indians. We celebrated. We just showed up to America and we're like, hey, yeah, this is our land now. But we got to have Turkey Day, man. Turkey Day. Ooh, we're going to be eating. My goodness.
Is that next Thursday?
That's next Thursday.
In 3 or 4 days, yeah.
Yeah, so it's you don't want to be traveling any time now.
No, next Thursday. The following week.
Oh, it's in 10 days.
Yeah, it's the last Thursday of
The
the
last Thursday in November.
That's the
Alright.
last
I thought it was the
Thursday.
third for some reason.
There you go. So you can tell I'm skint, man, having to deal with now. This is how Betsy has me working. I gotta get an outfit. My
And then
cousin.
you got Black Friday afterwards. That's what
Well,
we
listen.
look forward to. Amazon.
In this family, you gotta have an outfit for everything. Look, I gotta get an outfit for my cousin's engagement party. A couple of days later, I have to get an outfit for Thanksgiving, and we gotta get the food, and then we gotta prepare for Christmas. And the one that pays for it all is me, so I'm knackered. And yeah, there you go. And you got the outfit for the kids, and the other kid, and the other kid, and the wife. Unbelievable. Anyways, folks. It's the American way, I guess. We'll see you all in the next one. Take care. From Roy. Showing
Away the lads.
Hoof
showing
the
up, hey,
twat.
Roy. But there you go. No need by that. It might do it. We'll be back again tomorrow, though. So be back tomorrow, 9:30 p.m. But before
I'll
that,
be up for that
8:30,
one.
8:30 breakfast show. We got the undisputed me and Win at 10:30. We got the early night show from 7:30, and then the late night show at 9:30 UK. See you tomorrow, folks. How are the